Picture this. Delhi is silent. Not because the war is over, but because there is no one left to scream. The year is 1398, and outside the city walls, a crippled warlord from Central Asia has given a single order. Execute 100,000 prisoners before sunset. Not in anger, not in panic, but as a calculation. This is not a story about conquest. This is a story about terror as a weapon. This one is Timur the Lame. Who was Timur? Timur was not born an emperor. He was not a king by blood nor a prophet by calling. He was born around 1336 near Samarkand in modern-day Uzbekistan. A minor noble, a nobody. And then came the injury. A shattered leg, a crippled arm. From that moment on, the world would call him Timur Lang, Timur the Lame. But if history teaches us anything, it is this: never confuse physical weakness with moral restraint. Timur rose in a world already soaked in blood. The Mongol Empire had fractured, leaving behind chaos and power vacuums. Timur didn't rebuild the Mongol legacy. He hijacked its reputation. He claimed descent from Genghis Khan, a lie everyone knew, but no one dared challenge. Because Timur didn't argue legitimacy, he demonstrated it with fire. Timur understood something most rulers never did. Fear travels faster than armies. When a city resisted, he didn't negotiate. He exterminated. Men were slaughtered, women enslaved, children taken or killed. And then came the towers. Thousands of skulls stacked into pyramids, not hidden, but displayed. These were not acts of rage. They were messages. Submit or become architecture. Day 450, the march to India. By 1398, Timur was old, crippled, and still hungry. His eyes turned south to India. Delhi was rich. The Delhi Sultanate was weak. Timur crossed the Indus River with battle-hardened troops. And what followed was not a war, but a harvest. Village after village fell. Resistance meant annihilation. Surrender meant survival, at least temporarily. Outside Delhi, Timur faced a problem. He had captured over 100,000 prisoners. Feeding them was inconvenient. Guarding them was risky. So he solved the problem the only way he knew how. He ordered every captive executed. In a single day, swords rose, axes fell. The ground turned black with blood. Delhi didn't fall in battle. It collapsed under calculated slaughter. Here's the paradox. Timur claimed to be a devout Muslim, a defender of faith, yet he massacred Muslims without hesitation, destroyed mosques, burned cities to ash. For Timur, religion was not a moral compass. It was a banner. Faith justified power. Power justified everything else. Timur never ruled from Delhi. He looted it and left it broken. He returned to Samarkand, building monuments of breathtaking beauty, funded by rivers of blood. In 1405, Timur died while preparing to invade China, not in battle, not by betrayal, but peacefully in his tent. History rarely punishes monsters. Today, Timur is remembered as a military genius, a conqueror, a legend. But legends are comfortable lies. The truth is harder. Timur didn't build an empire on loyalty or vision. He built it on terror so absolute that cities surrendered before his army arrived. You can defeat a kingdom with steel, but Timur taught the world something darker. You can conquer it with fear.